Hello, and welcome back to the Cove with more Frostpunk The Fall of Winterhome. Well, I think we are finding the Fall of Winterhome as we speak. The generator is malfunctioning, in fact it has seized. We are sending our engineers to try and fix the issue, but we're not entirely sure how long this thing is going to last, but we do know that it is effectively doomed. So, I did happen to notice, in between videos, we have a couple of engineers we have not thrown at this issue, so because of such things, we're going to go ahead and eliminate that job there. We'll replace those engineers with workers, and we're going to make sure that we go ahead and have as many as possible to speed up this process. Again, the longer the problem lasts, the more trouble that we have, and at the moment, the stress level is rising, and we cannot afford it to go, well, boom. So either way, we've got that up and running. I think that's all we can really afford at this moment, so let's go ahead and get time up and rolling again. So yes, stress is rising. Let's see, do we know roughly how quick it's rising? Relatively decently. What's that? About 1 every 20 odd minutes, so about 3 per hour. That should give us what, say 30 odd hours or so. Although, hang on a second, look at that. Yeah, our consumption is fantastic now. We don't have to worry about that, but we should be finished with our repairs in 5 hours and 45. So that should be okay. We'll have that sorted out. It looks like we got another issue to deal with. Oh dear. Okay, automatons can't refuel, of course. So an automaton stopped working because it was unable to recharge itself from the generator or a steam hub. It has to do that twice daily. In order to make it operational, you need to turn on the generator. Well, that is a problem, but we are making our way towards that. Again, in 5 hours that will be up and running, and we have plenty of timber as it currently stands, so that could be a lot worse of an issue. Thank goodness it's still a-okay. Alright, now it does look like our steam hubs are still functioning, which is good, and everybody still is nice and warm. Okay, so it could always be worse. I think we do have a temperature drop coming in a couple of hours, and if memory serves, we still have another one and one more after that. So that is not going to be good, but hopefully we'll have that generator up and fixed and can deal with that. Alright, so it looks like we got more coal on its way. We have some engineers making their way to the Dreadnought to see about repairs, and both of our scouts are heading to the Explorers camp. We're hoping that we may possibly find a few more locations for us to scout out and get some extra free resources. That would be particularly good. If not, we may end up calling them back and bringing the engineers with them. That way we can at least man this repair station a little bit better. Alright, but either way, 2 hours are left. That's, yeah, can't do much about that. It does look like we're almost getting towards the next level of, the next workday, which I would be very keen to see. That cookhouse is stopped, but again, that is not an issue. We have a steam hub. Yeah, that is up and running at the right time, so that'll be fine. And it looks like our scouts have arrived at the storm shelter. Yes, I think this is where the explorers were, so let's go ahead and explore. So let's see, do we want to call them up? We have some promising leads, but I understand if the exploration of Frostland is given secondary priority, shall we tell these people to leave their work and move to the city? I think for now we don't have much of a choice. We're going to go ahead and let them carry on with their exploration. This might potentially give us another city. I don't know if the Dreadnought is our only way out, but we were given the opportunity to lie to our people and tell them that we knew of another city we may evacuate to. So I'd rather keep both options open for now, even though we did tell our people the truth and that we were planning on evacing. It just is going to be what it is. Let's see, using the repair station. How are we doing? 1 hour? Okay, well that's not terrible. Let's just see how we're doing. Everything has cooled down a fraction. That is understandable. Steam hubs should be turning on about now, so that'll be good. Get us a little bit closer to that repair station efficiency. And in... oh, the generator is operational. Fantastic. The generator is operational again, and you can turn it on safely. However, the next breakdown will be more difficult to repair. If you keep your engineers employed at the repair station, they will monitor the generator. When it breaks down again, they will repair it faster. Okay, so we have some people working at the workshop. We're about to work on the efficiency there. We have 6 hours before the next law gets passed. Can we go ahead and turn this thing back on? I think that we can. So let's go ahead and do just that. How bad are things? Chilly? Let's go to level 2. We should be fine. That will mean as soon as that comes up to temperature. Yeah, does the stress level go back down again over time? I don't know if it's going back down. Oh, that is not going down at all. That is very bad. So whatever damage happens is what we're stuck with. That is very bad. All right, well, either way, that was tech, so that's fantastic. Let's move on to the next research. What could we possibly go for? We could go for another improved procedures can raise the efficiency of the repair station by 10%. Optimized shifts will give us 10 engineers back for the same efficiency. That is incredibly nice. And then allow us advanced generator repairs by 10% using wood and steel. Well, that is a bit of a conundrum. Could go for... Yeah, I was about to say infirmary mechanization may be bad. That gives us back a few engineers as well, but at the same time too, to what end? We may need some more coal, like an upgrade for there, but I feel like we should try and fix this as much as we can. We could go for faster output team, or faster outpost team, sorry. Let's see. Yeah, move 20% faster. That's not terrible, but again, I think we're doing okay on heat. Let's go for the optimized shifts. That's going to take us 11 hours, so that's basically till the end of day. And then... yeah, but that will at least give us back a few of our engineers, which will be nice. We can put them elsewhere. In fact, you know what? We could probably... we'll make 5... Oh, we'll bring 7 away. Let's go ahead and bring this to 4. And then we'll go to another workshop. Oh, that's already fully staffed. That's fully staffed. Oh, okay. We'll see that maxed out. And then with a couple of extras, what do we want? We can't do propaganda. What other jobs could we fill? The factory, but again, we need to be careful and we can't rely on those automatons. This is going to become a bit of an issue. We could go... what? We don't need anyone in the infirmary. We're just going to leave them in the repair station. Full staff is going to be as best we could ask for. Make sure that we suffer as minimal penalties as possible because we're going to be in great danger. Oh, and I tell a lie. It turns out that stress level is reducing slowly over time. I guess that makes a little bit of sense. Yeah, we just checked it out a little bit too soon. So hopefully it's going to be a few hours before that next problem arises. What about you guys? Where are you? Storm shelter survivors. Yep, that's fine. Transports. All right, everything is good, I dare say. Well, as good as they can be. Let's see. What else do we need to manage? I think we finished up with the houses, so that's good. We don't need to worry about any more of those housing issues. It does look like we could potentially... Oh no, never mind. We don't need a fight pit there. In fact, that one's no longer necessary. Let's go ahead and dismantle. That'll be fun. We'll get all of those resources back. And then no one's in there. Yeah. Let's dismantle that one as well. That should be good. Let's go ahead and see. Do we have advanced steelworks? Yeah, let's go ahead and use the foreman there. definitely need progress. And then so let's just double check all the workshops. Yep, they have been hold on in, and it looks like, can we afford a second one? Hang on a second. Resources. We want steelworks. Yeah, there is room for one more if we so desire. I think we may need this. So what we're going to do is, I think we'll pick this up. Yeah, we'll pick that up. That'll be fine. And then what we're going to do is, for our tech, I think we'll try and go ahead and pick up the emergency repair. That'll be good. That way we can use some of our resources to help that yeah, come along. And then what we're going to do is go over to our food, health and shelter. There we go. We'll go to our hunting tactics, get back some extra workers, make sure that they're doing their job. We'll also go ahead and try and go for that infirmary mechanization and see if that can get us through, just kind of improve our situation just that little bit further. Also, I think what we're going for, let's see, we've got 4 hours to the next book of laws. I think there's agitators potentially available, so I don't know if that'll improve the efficiency of the repair station, but if we could, that would be particularly good. Give us just a little bit. What was that sound? Alright, our scouts. Oopsie daisies. Yeah, that should hopefully get us a little bit further ahead as far as that's concerned. We'll try and make these the last people to get out of the city, and yeah, that'll be fine. So it looks like we are preparing the evacuation. We have 12 days. We need our engineers to make it to the site. That seems okay. I think the sooner we get to it, the less problems can occur in the meantime. So I think, let's just double check the adaptation. There is room for prosthetics. That would give us back some workers as well. And we may need that. But I think those emergency shifts could be nice as well. But I think what we'll do is, if we go to purpose, agitator. Yeah, there we go. Strategically placed loudspeakers. That'll give us, what was that? 20% increase in efficiency. Yeah, let's go ahead and sign that into law. That's a very small price to pay. And I'm fairly certain that they are unmanned as well. So, let's see. Where can we get the best efficiency for our buildings? I guess they're going to get their very own dedicated one for in the middle of town. Go ahead and pop on there. We need to go ahead and... oh yes, and we're going to need to put in at least a couple. Okay, well, you know what then? We'll go ahead and build this right over here. That should reach a few over there. Let's make sure we get the... yeah, make sure we get both of those, what do we call them? Steelworks. That'd be nice. And then we can also work on that coal. And if we pop that there, that should be good for the others as well. And then let's see, anything else we can increase the efficiency of? Well, we can do the workshop, so we'll take that one. We'll take... I don't think that there's any other places that we can reach. No, but it is well and truly worth it nonetheless. So we'll do all of those, and then... where is the workshop over here? I think it may already be within the... oh, there it is. Already within the radius. So I think that will have to be as good as it is. Yeah. As soon as we can get those built, the better. A couple of workers who are working on that steelworks will be very nice. Get some more of our resources up and running. In fact, we may need to go ahead and build a few more supply depots. Yeah, it's getting rather complicated. Coal is getting their way up there. Raw food, coal as well. Um, yeah, that's for timber, raw food. Actually, you know what? Can we change you? Yes, we can. All right, let's swing you around to wood. Yeah, that'll give us a little bit room. Still have enough for raw food. Let's just see. That's set to steel. Okay, so we can move around the steel if necessary, but I think we should be fine for now. So we'll let that be. Looks like our optimized shifts have been researched. That's fantastic. That gives us a great deal of efficiency. Workers, where can we put some? You're the infirmary, but no one is sick. We have guard station. Oh, and of course, I did say it's 11 hours, but I forgot that we have multiple. So we are getting far more benefit than what I thought. Yeah, okay, so that leaves us with, what's our next one? Another 10% for advanced repairs using wood and steel. I think we should at the very least try and get access to that. Yeah, let's go ahead and get working along those lines. That should be good. And it looks like in a couple of hours our first 25 engineers will make the dreadnought, so that should be all good. Well, all right. Well, it looks like our agitators are built. The first agitators are operational. Your encouraging words can reach more people. Hope rises. Why, thank you. I will take it. We needed that after our absolute abysmal drop. We went from about 90% of hope all the way down to about 25, even 20, so that was quite a painful thing to endure, but we survived. It looks like we're still going, so that's the main thing. Let's see, we could send children to the steelworks. I don't think that that is going to be our best idea, although, hang on, let's find some workers. Is there anywhere where workers are working which we could send a child? Sawmill, probably not the job that we're after. We want something along the lines of a gathering post. Those are the jobs that we want to make sure that the children are working. It's a fairly safe job. Oh, there's some workers. Let's go ahead and we'll send in children. Any others? Oh, wait a second. There we go. We'll send in more. Should have done that at the beginning of the day, but I guess here we are. So it is what it is. All right. Let's go ahead and send some workers to the steelworks. Send another one to the guard station, and then the remainder I'm gonna go ahead and send over there. Okay, you know what? That's fairly decent. That is fairly decent. I'm not too concerned by that. Let's see. Foreman, we can only do this every 2 days. Oh, that's a pity. Oh well, it is what it is. Alright, evacuation transport has reached the dreadnought. Awesome. So, what does... prepare the evacuation. Okay. First crew in place. So, the first crew of the crew have just reached the dreadnought. They can now start refitting it. The people we evacuate will need cabins and food rations. If we don't make sure they have them, they'll die during the journey. The more people we send, the more they'll need. You'll have to balance this to ensure a successful evacuation. To convert the first deck into cabins, we'll need a 300 steel and a steam core. To feed the people currently on the dreadnought, we will need at least 250 rations. Aye. Okay, well, okay, well, I guess timber's no longer our issue. Let's make sure that we've turned that job off, and we're going to go ahead and send the automaton over here. That'll work out as best as we can. We'll send the workers to the wall drill. That'll be fine. Can we go ahead and send the food? Oh, so we have a couple of... So deck 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Wow, okay, so we're going to have to start downgrading some of our buildings to get those steam cores back. Because right now we need one for this one, a second for that, and then that takes us to 4 by the third. My goodness, that's going to be quite a predicament. Alright, well, you know what the good news is? We can send a whole stack of food. and I think we certainly shall. We'll make sure we send... send 800 food rations. We can easily make this in a day. You know what? We'll go ahead and kick that up even higher. Yeah, we're going to need some of these extra efficiencies for these buildings to require less workers if we're going to make this happen, because otherwise we're going to be absolutely cooked. Yeah, that's a bit of a predicament for sure. Okay, let's just double check our temperatures. How are we doing? Guard stations are livable. Alright, I'm happy with that. That is fine. Everything else is up and running. Coal thumper, again, that's worthy of having some extra heat spent. And then what is this? Industrial hothouse. Yeah, that seems good enough for now, although I think we may need to go ahead and turn that on during the day. Yeah, we'll see how that all goes. Alright, let's just double check our economy. How are we doing on coal? More than enough? Fantastic. This is good news. Food consumption, we are saving a whole stack more than what we are consuming. That is again a good thing. In fact, that's going to become less and less of an issue as we send people towards the Dreadnought. So that's not the end of the world. Yeah, I guess that scout team that we lost a few episodes ago is going to really come back and hurt us. We lost out on a single steam core for certainty. We gambled for the second. And I guess it just was a little bit too much. Alright, it looks like we've actually changed our food rations around a little bit. I'm not sure how many food rations can we hold. That seems a little bit weird that we're at maximum at the moment. Oh, right, we have soup. Okay, so that's probably why that's changed around as much as it has. Yeah, I don't know what's best, but I think we're gonna just stick with the soup. I would rather have our food go as far as possible. As best we can, that seems like the best idea. Let's see, so we also need 300 steel. Let's just see, yeah, 300 steel and 250 rations and a steam core. So let's go ahead and check out the provisions. Oh. That doesn't quite seem right. Cabins. Okay, so we need one. In fact, I think we'll go ahead and send a second one. Save us a little bit of trouble. That leaves us one to improve, but I think we'll, as we start diminishing our needs and our people, we can probably decrease the radius and save us a little bit of coal. So I think we should be good, but I think 2 should be fine. And then, yeah, we've only got 198 available. That is a pity. And then for people-wise, oh, we could send a whole bunch of children. That would be all right. Yeah, we could go ahead and send 50 children. That wouldn't be a bad idea at all. That'll cut down on our food requirements. Doesn't hurt our efficiency of our city. Yeah, these are all good things, but they're people who can't get sick, people who aren't going to take up troubled positions. Yeah, this should be good. So I guess the next thing we do is we're going to go ahead to the Book of Laws and we're going to start getting the prosthetics built. If we can do that, as we start sending out people, they'll either be the amputees or will make up for the lack of manpower as time goes by. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good approach to things. I think it's as best as we could possibly ask for. Alright, so let's see. You guys arrive in another 5 hours with more coal. That is excellent. We've got stacks of timber. We have a fair bit of steel, but again, we need more. Let's go ahead and use the foreman. May as well get the increased efficiency for the next 24 hours. Temperature drops once again. That is not as ideal. How warm are we staying? You know what? Our houses are all good. That is fantastic. I guess we did upgrade them nicely. And we are avoiding some of the troubles. Yeah, okay, that's very, very good. Alright, still another 12 hours before we can do some more propaganda, but we will aim for it. Let's see. Workshops, that's coming along. 92% efficiency at the moment with 37 out of 50. That's also very nice to see. Yeah, I think we're doing fairly alright. Oh, hang on a second. What have we got? That sawmill? That is a little bit dangerous. Let's go ahead and turn on that heater there. We need that up and running. And then... no, let's do the same with the hothouse. See if we can avoid any illness. Illness, of course, would not be good. Let's turn on that heat generator as well. Charcoal kiln. We're actually doing all right as far as our coal, so we're going to let that stay where it is. Deactivated for now. And then what else have we got? I think we're all good. Yeah, we could turn on the heaters for the coal thumpers, make them livable. How much coal does that cost us? Let's let an hour or two run by, and yeah, we're still in the clear. Okay, that's all fine and dandy. Again, we'll check at the end of the in a couple of hours just to see if the game needs to recalculate, but I think we should be good. All right, save the children, young and fragile. Sir, a doctor who tended to our children during the journey north is here to talk to you about the evacuation. The youngest ones should be evacuated to the Dreadnought immediately. The conditions here will only get worse, and we can't risk their health. Alright, send the youngest children. You'll have 5 days to send 50 to the Dreadnought. Hope will rise. I will send all the children. Wow. Hope will rise. Well, we can't afford it. Alright, I think we're going to go ahead with the slight rise. 50 is a guaranteed thing that we can do. But I'm not sure just how, if we could make this happen or not, and I do not want people to get upset. So we will send a good number of children. At the end of the day, we still do have them working in some of these, what are they? They're gathering posts. So we cannot afford to get rid of all of them as of this immediate moment. But there is our supplies necessary, so let's go ahead and see to that. 50 children, that's all well and done with. Cabins, we're going to spend the 300. And then, let's see, we don't need any timber. We'd be spending an extra steam core. You know what? We're just going to send what they need. And I think we're going to hold on to one more. We never know. If something goes wrong with the generator and they ask for one, it may be worth having spares on hand. And then, how much food? Send 700 food. I think that seems reasonable. Let's go ahead and send off the transport and see how we do. All right, you save the children, a success. You send 50 children to the Dreadnought and hope rises. Fantastic. All right, so soup's still being made. That's good. That'll resupply quickly. Oh, and we have another message. Evacuation. We've refitted the Dreadnought to provide basic accommodation and supplies. Now we have to send enough coal to start it. Then it will be ready to launch when you give the order. However, there is still a number of people left in the city. To evacuate more, we need to prepare the cabins and provisions for them. Otherwise, our journey will end badly. How you proceed with the evacuation is up to you. Well, okay, so we have a couple of optional objectives. Send 5,000 food rations. Well, we're already a good 700 through there. Send 500 people to the Dreadnought. That is a lot. And then convert more decks into cabins. Another 5. And then, of course, send 5,000 coal to the Dreadnought. Well, that is a pity. I don't think we can send any more at the moment. No. We need to wait till that transport is done doing its thing. But I think we will survive. Or at least for a fair bit longer. Alright, emergency repair has been researched. That is excellent. Now... well, that efficiency would be nice, but we don't have that 30 steel, so that is off the cards. Let's go ahead and... we're slightly off there too. Well, we need to do what we can. I think what we could do is... I think we're just going to have to wait a second. Yeah, it's only going to be about, what, 30 minutes to an hour for the 30. And then when we do come back, do we want the infirmary? No. Heal people faster. Hunting tactics, 5 fewer workers. Actually, we could already go for that now, and that'll free up a fair bit of the workplace. We might be able to send more children away. Yeah, I think that sounds good. Otherwise, yeah, 10% efficiency. Again, that's nice to have, and we do need to get that done. But I think we're going to keep on sending out people if we can. So let's just go ahead and go for the hunting tactics. Save our workforce, make sure that we're using our manpower as efficiently as possible. Yeah, that should be all right. All right, so what have we got? 41 children still unoccupied. That'll be fine. Let's see, it's only midday, so that should be done before the end of shift, which is fantastic. Yeah, and that'll give us time to work up the steel production as well. So let's just double check. There should be this one here. Yep. All of these are up and running. The automaton's out here, so we don't need to care about the climate. Yeah, I think that is going to be the right choice. But you know what? I think that's a good spot to call it for now. We've sent off the very first evacuation, and we have at least saved some of the children. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.